We have learned that PCBs were used extensively in construction materials in public schools, in government buildings, and in large commercial buildings. It was used in several ways. First off, it was used as a cooling agent in light ballasts, and those light ballasts were placed in buildings throughout the United States. It was also used as a plasticizer in caulking, and that caulking would be used around doors and windows. And it was used between 1950 and 79. It wasn't used after 79 because it was banned by the EPA for medical reasons. And the medical reasons are extensive. It presents an enormous risk. The EPA and IARC have classified PCBs as a human carcinogen. It also can affect hormones in the body. It can also affect thyroid function. And chemicals that affect thyroid function can also inhibit one's intellectual growth and neurological growth. And as a result, it poses a tremendous risk to kids. Kids and teachers can be exposed to PCBs through these two construction materials. When PCBs were used as part of the caulking around the doors and windows in the classroom, and when PCBs were used as part of the cooling agent in the light ballasts, then what happens is that after those products were installed, they began to off-gas PCBs. These chemicals became airborne. And this off-gassing not only occurred after these products were installed, but continuously occur as it off-gasses throughout a long period of time, even today. And so these products, as long as they remain in the school buildings, they will continue to off-gas and expose both the teachers and the students. We represent many school districts in many environmental avenues. And I can say this, schools are victims when it comes to PCBs because the school district had nothing to do with putting construction materials in their school that contained PCBs. They were completely unaware that this occurred. However, when a school becomes aware of this problem and refuses to test, or tests and finds it and does not take steps to notify the parents, the teachers, or the kids, or to take steps to take it out, the school district can move from a victim to a villain. And we believe that the EPA's advice sets school districts up to do just that. We have learned that Monsanto was the sole American provider and manufacturer of PCBs. As a result, we believe that Monsanto, having manufactured PCBs, placed them in construction materials, knowing they would be used in public school buildings across America, makes them responsible. We intend to bring actions against Monsanto to help school districts recover the full cost of remediating PCBs from schools. It's in the best interest of schools to actually test the source materials for PCBs rather than follow the EPA's suggestion of testing only the air. A school should go in and test the actual caulking materials to determine whether or not they are in violation of federal law. It's only once the source materials are actually removed that a school can gain the absolute peace of mind that the exposure that is occurring to kids and children has actually been terminated. By only following the air testing that is suggested by the EPA and ignoring testing the source materials, the school district will never have the peace of mind that the exposure has stopped. Air testing can be manipulated. For example, if a window is left open, or a draft is coming through, or someone cleans up the air ducts or cleans up the room on a given day of the test, it will affect dramatically the results of the air tests. And a school who only air tests and does not take steps to actually test the source material and remove the kids from absolute exposure, then that school could be facing potential liability. That is a reason why the EPA's policy of testing the air only is a really bad one and could subject the schools to potential future liability. Parents should want their schools to be tested for PCBs. Now, the first thing that a parent should do is to look at the age of the building. If the building was built between 1950 and 1979, one of the things that parents can do is to contact their administrators and request that testing be done. They can also inform their administrators to call Barron and Budd to arrange for our free testing program.